Wallets are a fundamental tool in all the world of cryptocurrencies and on blockchain in general, including Conflux, of course. So they are basically software programs that let users store, send, receive cryptocurrencies, and interact with smart contracts, for example. There are many kinds of wallets. There are the ones that hold your private keys, the ones that give them to you. We will cover some of them in Conflux. The most popular one is Fluent Wallet, but we also have MetaMask and we have Ledger, which can also be used for both eSpace and Core. By using wallets effectively, users can have a safe experience with Conflux. It's very important for you as developers to educate your customers or your communities in order to know how to use wallets properly. It's very important to hold your private keys offline, and it's very important to not click on links and approve any transaction. This is the key tool you will need to use at first to interact with Conflux. So let's first start with Fluent. Fluent is a Web3 wallet built specifically for Conflux network. So it enables users to interact with the centralized applications and manage their assets in a secure and easy way. With Fluent, users can manage CFX, ERC20 tokens, NFTs. They can also connect to other chains, let's say Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, but the thing is that there is not a lot of Ethereum applications that support Fluent or Binance Smart Chain applications that support Fluent. So its main focus is for Conflux, and it's actually being supported by Conflux team. Some things you need to know about Fluent is the advanced options. For example, if you also have MetaMask installed on your browser, you might have issues with the priority. So you just need to go to advanced options and select the priority connection. So the application you are connecting with prioritizes Fluent instead of MetaMask. Other thing is about testnets. The access to testnet is disabled for default because most people don't use testnet. It's most for professionals and developers, so you can enable it also on the advanced options feature. It also allows you to use Ledger, for example, and connect to a hardware wallet. So it's a very good tool. Something else about Fluent is that there is no mobile version. It's just a web browser based. This is where MetaMask comes because it has an applications for a mobile phone that allows you to access, for example, Swappy or Golito or any other eSpace ecosystem project in an easy way from your phone. MetaMask is very popular, but basically the only thing you need to consider for using MetaMask on Conflux is you need to learn how to connect it to Conflux eSpace, but there is a very easy way. Next, we have Ledger wallet. Ledger can be used for both Core Space and eSpace, and both Fluent Wallet or MetaMask can be used. I normally use Ledger mostly with eSpace and MetaMask, but if you are going to use it for Core, you need to use Fluent. The team has provided like a guide here on how to use Ledger, for example, on eSpace. I encourage you all to go and take a look. You can see how to install and to use Ledger itself. There is also information about how to do it on Conflux Core. Here, the same. But if you want to learn how to use it, just check on that guide. Ledger is a hardware wallet that allows users to store the private keys offline. So with Ledger, you can manage your asset without exposing your private key to potential threats online. Because it's good to know that both Fluent and MetaMask, they store your private keys online in an encrypted way. They use your password, the password you set up when you create the wallet. They use that password to encrypt your private key. It is actually on your device, and if someone gets your password, they could get access to your private keys. An approach to solve this problem is to use hardware wallets, so the private keys are never stored online. So it's another security layer, and that allows you also to require a device, physical device, hardware device, to sign the transactions and to approve all the transactions. So I encourage you to take a look on the guide. This includes the step-by-step instructions on how to use it. I will show you Fluent first. This is what Fluent Wallet looks like. When you create a wallet, there is different options. You can import a private key, you can import a seed phrase, you can create a new seed phrase, but this comes with the option of both mainnet and eSpace as default, and also Ethereum. And here there is also the option show and hiding testnets. We will enable both of these. This is the interface, and you can see also that you can click here and go to Conflux Hub. which is the application that enables people to transfer CFX, for example, from one space to the other. And then for MetaMask, I already have connected Conflux eSpace, but by default, it only comes with Ethereum. You can come to this link. Here on Chainlist, you can easily add different chains, including Conflux, of course. You can also select different RPC providers. So there is different endpoints here that you can connect to. So you can have different networks for different RPC servers. It includes all the information, but other option is to do it manually. Instead of using Chainlist, you can also go to the configuration of MetaMask and add a manual network and configure it using the network URL, the chain ID, and the currency symbol as displayed here. And this is basically it. You can add the network and interact with any project on eSpace with MetaMask. Let's, for example, go to Swappy. This is a very important part of the ecosystem and a very good example on how to use the wallet and how to interact with an application and send transactions. But basically, you can connect your wallet. It can be MetaMask, Fluent, Wallet Connect, Token Pocket. We want to use MetaMask. You can see that it will appear the Fluent wallet here because I configure it for priority connection. So now what I would need to do is to go to the configuration and remove the priority connection if I want to connect with MetaMask. So I will try again. So yeah, I'm already connected with MetaMask. Yeah, you can see my account. So basically, Swappy is a decentralized exchange which allows you to trade the CFX and other tokens that are listed here in a decentralized way without third parties or centralized third parties. This works by encouraging people to add liquidity to the protocol. Anyone can add liquidity here and farm here, for example. These are the incentives the protocol provides, so people add liquidity. By doing so, this creates pool of tokens in the protocol that you can use to trade one token for the other, for example. It has other features like staking, lottery, launchpad. We can do a transaction to just show you how it looks like. Let's buy some NAT. I will buy one CFX of NAT. So you basically click there and you need to confirm the swap. You can see all the information, the price impact, how much NAT you expect to get, and all the price information, etc. So you just confirm the swap. In this case, I'm using MetaMask, but in the case of Fluent wallet will pop up here. You can see all the information, and this is something I wanted to show, that the gas fee is very, very low. This is a very, very important thing about Conflux. Like, transaction fees are minimal, so it's much cheaper than most of the existing blockchains out there. For example, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and of course Ethereum and Bitcoin. So basically here what MetaMask does is create this transaction and will then broadcast it to the blockchain. So it can then be confirmed by the nodes and finalized by the proof of stake layer. This is the data and the hex string that this is the raw transaction. This is like an encoded information based on your account's private key and on the amount of data or the instructions you're going to send to the blockchain. So I click confirm, and then I will get this receipt, which is called the transaction hash, which is this number here. And basically this is the receipt that provides all the information about the transaction I just sent. So now it's pending, and then it will be confirmed. It will indicate here the amount of confirmations I had. You can see that I interacted with a smart contract. This is the value of the transaction and the gas fee. This is very important for you to use and to know how to use, because it can provide a lot of insight about your projects. Some transactions have internal transactions as well. For example, this has different calls and with different values. All of this is very interesting information that you can use to debug your smart contracts. So now you can see that it has been confirmed, status is success, and here it explains what the transaction did, and this is the smart contract we interacted with. This is from Conflux Can, one of the tools you need to know about. Well, apart from Swappy, maybe we can interact with another protocol, let's say Nucleon. Nucleon is a very interesting project. It basically allows you to do liquid staking. When you do staking, you need to lock CFX on the POS layer to get an APY out of that. But Nucleon allows you to get a receipt out of your staked CFX, and this receipt, which is XCFX, is actually a liquid token, so you can trade it, you can move it from one wallet to other. You can see now I have just bought NOT on Swappy, and the transaction was confirmed, and then I can see that I have some NOTs here. This basically works by staking CFX. I will try to do a transaction with Fluent so you can also see how it works. Now Fluent pop-ups. Just do next. And now I'm connected to Nucleon with Fluent. We are doing exactly the same. We are constructing a transaction. We are broadcasting it to the network, and we are waiting for the network to confirm that transaction. And the same as we did on Swappy, we also received a hash here. That is our receipt for the transaction. And now we have XCFX, which is the liquid staking derivative for participating on the proof of stake network.